Hey, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well on this Thursday pop-up, right? Surprised you. I'm surprised too. Someone inspired me to go live tonight as I was chatting with them about something that happened. So I want to share it with you. Grab your pen, your paper. I'm Karen Pina, business strategist and leadership coach. I want to talk tonight a little bit about something that I think is going to really bless you as it relates to starting a business, running a business, being successful in business. So recently, my husband and I actually had our AC unit replaced, right? The whole thing. So we're talking 7, 8 grand, right? Pricey, very, very expensive. And the company comes out bright and early in the morning and they get here and they need to turn off the water. So they go over to the city sewer and they're rummaging around in there and they're pulling stuff out. They've got grass everywhere. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then they come back toward the house and they're outside the house. We have a water filtration system and they're outside the house and they're moving around the landscaping. And so I go outside and I'm like, what is going on? And so the gentleman says, oh, we're trying to shut off your water. I said, well, this is a water filtration system. This has nothing to do with the water going to our house. And I went back inside and I could hear God so clearly saying, call the boss, call the boss. So I called the boss and I got the boss on the phone. And I was like, hey, I'm really concerned. And I explained to the boss what I just explained to you. And they were like, oh, we'll be right over there. So the boss comes out and they get the water turned off and they continue with the project. Next thing you know, they're inside of our circuit breaker system and they're flipping back and forth circuit breakers and we have a generator, right? And so all of those should be in a certain position, which is off. I go over, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Why you're touching that, And he gave me some excuse. And I got the boss again. And at that point, the boss, reassured me, oh, we got it. Everything is good. No worries. And I frankly said to him, no, they worry me. These two workers you have, I'm worried. I'm really worried. This is a $7,000, $8,000 project. They don't know how to turn off the water. They're touching things that they shouldn't be touching. If they damage something, who's paying for it? We haven't gone over any insurance rules, any of that stuff. This belongs to the city. This is our water filtration system. We have a whole different generator company. I said, I'm worried. I'm very worried. And he assured me, oh, we've got it. Now we're in a good place and so forth and so on. Well, the manager did stay out and they finished the job. And I had to come out and say, okay, you're about to leave this mess. And I'm kind of inspecting and have them clean up here and there and everywhere. And these are the things that you don't want to do when you're starting a business, okay? You don't want to have people hire you and then you have them working. They asked me at one point, like, do you know where or how to turn off the water going to your house? That's what I'm paying you for. I thought you knew that, right? So you don't want to start a business and ask your customer or client to work for you. And that is very common in the days and times that we are living in, right? Like it's nothing to drop $1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, pick a number. And people are actually asking you questions or, hey, use your paper for the invoice, use your stamp, right? Like if you don't want to use our e-pay system or our automatic system, then you have to pay for that, right? So we're talking tonight to Christian women, right? This is who I'm called to, and your value system has to be higher than that of what you see out there in the world in terms of doing business. So when you're thinking about starting a business, don't do any of these things. Don't even open the door. Don't put up a sign, a shingle. Don't make an announcement until you do these things. Number one, what is going to be your level of service, right, to your customers? Determine that. Write it down. How are you going to train your employees to align their mindset with your vision for customer service. Okay. Think about the level of excellence that you want to provide and then hire accordingly. Just because they can do the work does not mean they should be doing the work or that they should be working for you, right? So have a value system for customer service and then make sure that you hire people or train people who can align with it. The next thing that you want to do before you go out and start a business is you want to make sure that you have your faith foundations intact. And what I mean by that is, what do you believe? How do you want to serve? How do you want to show up? Get your faith foundations intact. The Bible says a lot about how to serve, how to lead, and that's the principles that we should be adopting and adhering to. What about your systems? What kind of systems do you want to have in place? Don't start anything without a system. I have been nicknamed or dubbed the system gal, right? There's a system for everything. So make sure that you have your systems in tow, because if you want to grow, you can never outgrow your systems. Your systems have to accommodate your growth. And the last thing that I want to share with you is your vision and your mission. Make sure that you know what mission you're on for your business, and make sure you know the vision that you have for this particular business. How do you want this business to feel when people engage or buy your products or services? What is it that you want them to take away from your products and services? Think about those sorts of things. And when you're thinking about vision and mission, okay, I want you to not just think about this in a bubble, because I am targeting Christian women who are starting businesses or already in a business. I want you to ask God, right? Like, show me what the vision is. You know what Habakkuk 2:2 says, right? We have to ask him for the vision, then write the vision, make it plain. So I want you to ask what that vision is. Don't assume. And then let him drive the mission. Okay. The book of Acts is all about being a missionary, right? They went on many missionary journeys, and that word there just means to serve. Did you know that? Did you know that the Latin word for mission means to serve, right? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to serve others through our products and our services. So these are the few things that you need to be thinking about before you start a new business, before you keep engaging. Maybe you need to pull out your old dusty vision and mission and see if you're still in alignment. Maybe you need to look at hiring some different people, because maybe the ones that are in place right now are like those workers who came to my house. Maybe they are not in alignment with how you envision people feeling when they engage with your services, right? Think about people who have foresight, people who can make decisions, solve problems. Hey, they could have called the boss just like I did, right? Why did I have to go call the boss? They could have called the boss and asked for help. So hire people that will think about those sorts of things, will reach out for help when they need to. All right. I'm signing out. Thank you for joining me today. If this is something that resonates with you, I'd love to share more about faith foundations, values, customer service, vision in a upcoming webinar just for you. You can join me. I'm going to put the link right up here. Let me see if I have it right here for you. I've got it. Just give me a second. Okay. So I'm going to put it up right there. It's bit.ly for MMM. There should be another M in there. Let me edit that. For MMM webinar. All right. Let me put it up there. For MMM. And that's for Make Your Money Move. All right. So go ahead, and I'm going to show it to you one more time. bit.ly for MMM webinar. We're having a webinar on December the 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to have you there. If you're on Instagram watching this, the link is in my bio. All right. So I'll see you there. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a blessed evening. Bye.